Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Solana, I would say, is currently going according to script. It's following the roadmap outlined on the chart, yeah. The white wave count, we did say we take it obviously not as, how should I say, as absolute prediction, because for the next reliable setup, we need to see the 5 waves up and 3 waves down. Regular viewers know that, but I always have to add it because a lot of people, a lot of new viewers, a lot of people never heard about Elliott wave and how it works. There is quite a bit to learn. It can be very rewarding. So always need to make sure that everybody understands. If you don't understand the analysis, if you don't understand how it works and how to trade Elliott wave, just don't trade it. You can still use the analysis as info and as a tool, but make sure you fully understand how it works. We teach a lot about it in the membership. And give you some help in understanding what the structures mean and everything, and also ideas about potential strategies. But I sometimes read comments that just show me that people don't understand Elliott wave, and nobody needs to be perfect at it, but you should at least have a trading plan or a basic understanding how you want to trade. Otherwise, it causes frustrations. Also, you need to have a basic understanding about how technical analysis works, okay? Because if you don't, then you will get frustrated with our work. Okay, there are very important things that need to be considered when making a decision based on a technical analysis. Very, very important. Yeah. So there's still a bit of work required, right? Analysis is only one part of that decision. There is always the mindset, the psychology, right? And then very important, your trading plan. And yeah, let's dive into the chart. So important is that we, on this chart, obviously had our breakout down there. Okay, that's good. That worked out, reached target. So next, now we need to understand, does the price hold the support area? We're going to zoom in a minute. And if we can hold $21.64, we should get to the area between $25 and $27 next as a next target. Then we have 5 waves up. And if we have those 5 waves to the upside, then we get the next reliable trade setup and the next good reward to risk trade setup for a pullback trade from this area down here, which we will define. It's too early for that now, for a rally in a third wave. The third waves are typically the FOMO waves. They are typically the waves that we want to be in if we're trading something. They are the waves that Elliott wave traders typically look at and watch out for. But that depends on, do we get a third wave? Really depends on if we get 5 waves in wave 1, if we get 3 waves in wave 2, and if we get that, then we have a really good chance, really high probability that we get a third wave rally. And we know from an Elliott wave point of view, that from a sentiment point of view, that this is going to be a FOMO wave, because in a wave 1, there's typically a lot of denial still, okay, a lot of denial, some hope, okay, but typically denial. That's why a wave 2 pullback is often deep. Not always, it's not a strict rule, but it's more like a guideline. Wave 2 pullbacks are often deep. And then the third wave is typically the one that the people who were in denial and didn't really believe that an uptrend has started, they have to buy higher, and that drives the prices up. And that is also the wave that causes all the short positions to blow up of the people who did not see the context and shorted down here because they believe the bear market is back. Yeah. Which is what a wave 2 does to your emotions. A wave 2 gives you typically the feeling that the bear market is back. It's just, regardless of if it's back or not, that's just what a wave 2 does. Okay, so gives you that negative and bearish feeling. And it just doesn't feel like taking a long trade towards the end of a wave 2. It just doesn't feel like it. Numerous examples. One prominent example was end of March this year when all those banks collapsed and we had a very deep setback on the Bitcoin chart. And I know a lot of community members just didn't feel like taking a trade, but the price reversed, and the wave 2 certainly did its job. Okay, so just from a psychological point of view, just a little bit of education here, but yeah, we teach a lot of it in the membership. So also looking at the bigger picture, we have this inverse head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and a breakout to the upside could occur from here. Neckline around $25.50, but I would not rule out that we overshoot this a little bit before we come down and then break out. That would be more in line with Elliott wave. Okay, Yeah, and now zooming in, obviously to get those 5 waves that I indicated, we need to see, first of all, we need to see that it's holding the 50% retracement level. That's important because in any in any wave 4, a wave 4 gets too deep if the price retraces more than the 50% level. That doesn't mean it couldn't go up anymore, but it means we cannot trust it. An impulse can be trusted, and it gives you clear tradable levels. Anything else, you don't really get clear tradable levels, or at least it's much more difficult, and trading on the long side will just get much more risky. But at the moment, it seems like the price might want to break out of this wedge pattern to the upside, which is interesting. It's a bit too early to confirm the breakout here, I would say, but it's certainly something to watch out for. And yeah, as I said, regardless of what's happening down here in this structure, could be an ending diagonal in wave C or a WXY structure. Regardless of what happens here, we need to hold $21.60, at least avoid a sustained break below that level. So again, you can get a wick below and recovery, that's fine. But if we get a break below it and then just a consolidation, for example, that would rather confirm continuation to the downside and will make further upside unlikely, or at least far less likely. So these boxes, yeah, they represent sentiment, and we know that the sentiment is in favor of a 5th wave rally as long as we're holding above the 50% retracement. Below the 50% retracement, it will just get much more difficult for the bulls to move higher, to bring the price up and to hold that wave 4 support. So yeah, I mean, this is the situation at the moment. I think still another low would be good here, but that's really just a micro perspective. There are just various ways how such a correction can play out. I explained yesterday this could also turn into a triangle, which it might actually do, looking at here, this shape. But I will take it off the chart because we have no confirmed triangle yet. But, you know, this could be some kind of a large triangle. That could carry on in the range for a while. I mean, again, just a break out of a wedge is just one side of it. We obviously had this bull flag here. Let's see if it follows through. I mean, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. That's what we need to be watching for today. Need to get that 5th wave, and the minimum expectation for the 5th wave would be a break above $24.80, the 3rd wave high. That's my update about Solana. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. As a member, you get access to the weekly live streams. Every Sunday we do a live stream, and Discord and Telegram access, as well as access to short-term market updates depending on your tier. And we also recently launched our stocks and S&P 500 service. So we cover the S&P every day. Plus there are 20 stocks we regularly cover, plus some other extras. So check them out. Link is also in the description if you're interested in something else than just crypto. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.